What is going on, boys? Welcome everybody back to another player review. Today we're going to be checking out 89 rated Pedri, 260,000 coins. Mind you, he has only been in packs for like 3 and a bit hours, like 3.5 hours, 4 hours. I can see him dropping a little bit, maybe 200,000 to 250k, anywhere between that range. It obviously depends when you are watching the video. He is 5'9" with high work rate. He's got that 5-star skill move upgrade, which is beautiful. 4-star weak foot, he's got 83 pace, 86 acceleration with 80 sprint speed. Is a little bit of an annoying pace split, so I do think you really do want to get the maximum pace boost with the chem style, whether that be with a shadow or a hunter, but I will be using him as a centre mid, so I'll go for a shadow. The only case I'd use a hunter is if you use him as a cam, but I genuinely do not recommend him as a cam, just because I think that shooting is a little bit too low. His passing is phenomenal with 91 short passing, 89 long passing. His dribbling is unreal, 91 agility, 93 balance with 91 ball control and 90 composure. His defensive stats are more than respectable. His physical stats, disregarding the 96 stamina, which is amazing, but obviously disregarding that, 77 stamina, 68 aggression. That 68 aggression is a little bit annoying when you are using this card defensively. He's a smaller player, he's 5'9", he's a little bit weak, respectable defending stats. Look, if you want to use him as a CDM, the only way I'd use him as a CDM is if it's in a 2 CDM formation, like a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-2-2-2, the 4-2-2-2 with 2 DMs, and then have your other CDM, right? Your left CDM, your right CDM, whichever side you choose. Have your more defensive, you want to have a 6'4", 6'2", really strong DM that can win it back, and then your other DM can be Pedri, and you can kind of allow him to go forward. That's the only case I'd probably recommend using this card as a CDM. In game, we're going to be using Pedri as a right centre mid in a 4-4-2. Now, we do have him as our cover centre and simply just balanced on everything else. Our left centre mid is Patrick Vieira, who we do have on stay back whilst attacking. So if I was to rock a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-2-2-2, something like that, then I wanted to have these two as my DMs, I'd have Vieira as my stay back DM. Then I'd have Pedri as my balanced, alright? So as I said, the only way I would play him in a 2 CDM formation is if your other CDM is going to be a bigger guy, a stronger guy like Patrick Vieira that can win it back and offer you that versatility. Like, as I said, I'm not going to say it again, his defensive stats is solid, more than good enough for a DM, but his strength, his height, he will get bullied defensively, alright? But no, let's get into the game. Let's test him out as a box-to-box centre mid, where he's best. From Pedri. Feels very good on the ball, as expected. Pedri, we need to score it. We're back into the game, boys. 3-1 down. Pedri, just like that, makes it 3-2. That is absolutely beautiful. Now, what I am going to do, actually, is I am going to sub off my Freddy, and we're going to bring on Lionel Messi at right centre, or sorry, at right mid. But Pedri, that is a massive goal to get us back into the game. He feels good, man. The L1 dribbling with him, like kind of tapping L1 as you turn and move with him whilst dribbling, is going to be very effective, very smooth, very responsive. Now the pass is intercepted there, which is not ideal. He's putting a Carter on his ass. Vola to Messi, back to Vola. We've got Eso around, finish that, son. 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, that's an amazing comeback. Still a long way to go yet, but Pedri kind of involved in the build-up, and I'll show the first few minutes, or first few in-game minutes anyway, before that goal. Pedri's involved, he's getting the passes through. He obviously put Nakasa on his ass as well, and I believe he picked up a semi-assist, so that's very nice. Pedri's taking the corner. He's got some phenomenal passing stats and crossing stats, so we'll throw that in. Good corner. Alaba can't quite get ahead to it though. Round 2. That's bang on. That's bang on. Oh, Alaba, unlucky, man. Bro, Alaba, give a sloppy seconds. Here we go. That doesn't count as a Pedri assist, I don't think. because it took, obviously the first shot didn't go in, the first header, but we did get some sloppy seconds, which is very, very lucky. So I don't think that counts as a Pedri assist, but We'll give him half an assist for it. Why not? Pedri, man, look at that close ball control. His strength holds up, which I'm actually surprised it did. The pass is intercepted, but we did get it out. It did come back to us, luckily. And kind of slowly build up. Pedri getting back into position here. Vola to Messi. Pass intercepted once again. The passing today is not the best. The gameplay, it's hard. It's kind of slow, but it's also fast. It's kind of hard to explain. If you guys play Foot Champs, you'll know it's a fast-paced game mode. But then, obviously, when you mix the fast-paced game mode, it's a high-scoring match, obviously. But then you mix that with the slow passes, it's not ideal. Once again, Pedri kind of in the build-up here. Notice how he passes it and then runs up. We'll see if we can get a last attack before the half. And maybe even get lucky enough to score another here. Vola, back to Pedri. Vieira, Pedri. To Eto'o. Eto'o. Can't quite get the shot away. We kind of do. We get tackled. But once again, just showing you in that, like, what, 2-minute clip. Pedri gets involved so much. He passes the ball. He runs up. He drops back. His high work rates are phenomenal. He's a proper box-to-box. Oh, Pedri wins it back. That's massive. Eto'o to Vola. Vola. Bro, Pedri deserves so much credit for that. He won it back. Gave it to Eto'o, who gave it to Vola. Beautiful. I jumped into the game with very high expectations for this Pedri card, and he did not disappoint, lads. Alright, he was absolutely phenomenal as a box-to-box centre mid, simply unbalanced and cover centre in a 4-4-2. Very basic custom tactics. He did everything you expect with a shadow, right? And if you take a look at the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see his in-game performance, an 8.5 rating, 20 out of 20 dribbles completed. That's a 100% dribble success rate. 20 out of 20 dribbles completed is absolutely phenomenal. He picked up 1 goal from 0.4 XG, so he overperformed his expected goals. He also picked up an assist from 0.5 expected assists as well, and whilst he was at it, he picked up an 88% pass accuracy. For the pros, we have gone for 5-star skill moves with a high work rate, 91 short passing, 91 agility with 93 balance, 91 ball control, 90 composure, and 96 stamina. The only con we've gone for is that 68 aggression. Even if you do use him as a box-to-box going into challenges, I personally do like having a little bit more aggression than that, and I definitely feel like he's a very limited card when it comes to where you play him. As a box-to-box centre mid, he is perfect. He is everything you want as a box-to-box centre mid. He can do everything. But as a CDM, and let alone a CDM, a stay-back CDM, as I said before, I'd only play him as a CDM if you're playing a 2 CDM formation and you've got another CDM who's taller, stronger, can win the aerial duels, and then you can have him on stay back, and that will allow you to be able to use Pedri as a cover centre balanced CDM, and he'll kind of work as a centre mid in that way, if you will. Kind of how my Park Ji-sung, I use him in my 4-2-3-1. I've got Vieira and Park Ji-sung as my 2 CDMs. Vieira on stay back, Park Ji-sung on balance. It works amazing. Pedri would be fine in that instance. If you do use him as a CDM, I would recommend an anchor, but without a doubt, a centre mid, a box-to-box centre mid as well, is the best position for this card. For the overall rating out of 10, I've gone ahead and given him a 9.8. 100% this card for me is a massive tick. If you're running a La Liga side, whichever side you are using, right? And it does suck he's got no alternative positions of CDM, or even as like a left mid, right mid. Something like that would have been quite cool, a little bit easier for squad building. But no, he can only play as a centre mid to get chemistry. Which makes it a little bit difficult, but if he does fit your team, and if he does, like, you know, remain 250k or below, he's like 260k now, but he should be dropping because he's only been in packs for 4 hours, and obviously with more and more supply, he will only drop, and I think if this card does, you know, go anywhere below 220k for that matter, I think it would be silly of you not to pick him up if you've got the coins and he fits your team. It's been your boy Davis, hopefully this review helped you out, and until next time, see you later boys.